Hi everyone, we're gonna be learning about speed and velocity. So first, I'm gonna begin by talking of uniform motion. Uniform motion is a motion at a constant velocity. So we're gonna be talking about what is velocity. Velocity is a vector quantity in which is a displacement of an object in a unit of time. Velocity shows how fast an object is moving and to which direction. So velocity is a vector quantity which can be found by using the following equation of the velocity uniform. The equation is uniform equals displacement divided by time. So an example can be that when a car moved 50 kilometers in 2 hours, the average velocity is 25.5 kilometers per hour. To get this answer, you can use the equation that I told you before, and we can divide 50 kilometers, which is the displacement, in 2 hours, which is the time, and that will give you 25.5 kilometers per hour. Another example can be, what is the velocity of an airplane that experiences a displacement of 580 miles north in 2.5 seconds? Again, we would have to divide 580 miles north by 2.5 seconds, which would give you 207.14 miles per second. So what is speed? Speed is a colored quantity that refers to how fast an object is moving. In other words, is the rate in which an object covers distance. An example of speed is that basically speed refers to something like a car being driven for 25 miles per hour or someone that cleans their room in 10 minutes. So now that you know what speed and velocity are, we're going to move on talking about displacement and distance. So distance is a scalar quantity that refers to how much of ground an object has covered. Displacement, on the other hand, is a vector quantity that refers to how far out of place an object is. In other words, it's the object's total change in position. The following are just some examples of displacement and distance. So first we're going to begin with talking of example number 3, which is looking for distance. So my example is, a car has a velocity of 105 kilometers per hour north. What is its displacement if it travels at this velocity for 2.5 hours? In this case, you would have to put 105 kilometers per hour equals d divided by 2.5 hours, and here the d refers to displacement. You will then multiply 105 kilometers per hour by 2.5 hours, which will give you the displacement of 262.5 kilometers. My last example, which is example number 4, is gonna be looking for the distance. So for this one, I have a car travels east for 5 kilometers and takes a turn to travel north for another 8 kilometers. What is the distance the car traveled? In here, you would just have to add 5 kilometers plus 8 kilometers to get the total distance that the car traveled, which will give you the total of 13 kilometers as the car's total distance traveled. So now to end my my video of velocity and speed, I'm gonna recap everything that I said and summarize everything that I've explained so far. So basically what I'm about to say is things that you should keep in mind and the most important things that you should take out of this video. So velocity and speed are not the same thing. They might sound similar, but they're not. Velocity is a vector quantity, while speed is a scalar quantity. The difference is that speed is the time rate in which an object is moving along, while velocity is the rate and direction of an object's movement. Distance and displacement are also not the same thing. They again might sound similar, but they're totally not. They're both different as well. Distance is a scalar quantity, just like speed. Distance and displacement is a vector quantity, just like velocity. The difference between distance and displacement is that The distance refers to how long away an object has traveled from somewhere else, and displacement is how far something is from another object. So with this being said, I came to the end of my video, and this is velocity, this is distance, displacement, and speed. This is what you have to know. I provided some examples. I hope this video was useful to you.